What's up, my friends? Welcome to the Bloomburrow. What did I call it? The Bloomburrow Magic Booster Mega Challenge? Did I call it Double Jeopardy? What? It's whatever I named it. Welcome to whatever I named it. Hello. How are you guys doing? Hope life is treating you well. Let me grab the live stream link and we shall share that in the Discord. Right. What is this? I guess they installed some new stuff on this computer or something, because I do not recognize whatever that icon is. Okay. Bam. All right, there we go. That's good. The link has been shared. Let us swap this up so we can do our hellos. What ups? Hold on. Hold on. What up, Superbacker, Shelton, Keebler, Eng, Zircon, Gossip, Millmaster, Valonius T, Rays, Joe, Heavy Metal. Who else is in here? Yamagoro, Error, Larry, Bob, John, Rain. Hello. Hello, how you guys doing this evening? Is life treating you well? I hope that is the case. Today has been a pretty solid day overall. Hello, Jess. You made it. You made it for the end of the beginning. Hello to you. Superbacker, you're doing okay? Well, okay is better than bad, buddy. It's better than bad. What is that from? It's better than bad. It's good. It's log. It's log. It's log. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. It's log. It's log. It's better than bad. It's good. That's how it goes. The old Ren and Stimpiness. What are we drinking? I'm drinking orange Kool-Aid. I don't know about you, buddy, but I drank the Kool-Aid. Heavy Metals, C's Wheel, Big D Money. Okay, well, on the off chance you get the choice option, let me explain what wheel options we have tonight. We've got the Danger Drop, Flipping Out, High-Low, Color Challenge, obviously the red spots are insults, and green is choice. All right, so you're Lord of the Board, and we're going to go for a spin. The theme of this one is that we're opening Bloomburrow boosters tonight, right? But, oh, that's right, it's over here now. Haha. Let's try to figure out where I put this, but it's on the board. So with every mini game, you have a chance to get 2 boosters opened instead of 1. Double Jeopardy. Heavy Metal starting us off as Lord of the Board. And for the first spin, let's see how it goes. Here we go. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, it's insult. It's insult, you gangrenous toad. You licker of homeless people's ball sacks. Heavy Metal, more like heavy moron. More like HMC, more like HPV. Am I right? Oh, you ugly donkey kisser. You're also bad at let's pick a random subject in school. You're bad at drama class, all right? How about that? How's that make you feel? You suck, and you suck badly. Hey, Heavy Metal, that is how the song goes. Man, Ren and Stimpy was from like a million years ago. At least that's how it feels now. I remember thinking some of it was funny and some of it was just too out there for me. It was just too out there. Keebler, you've had drinks? Well, good. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Super Backer, it is good. It is good. The Kool-Aid is delicious. Considering how much sugar is in it. The shirt's electric. Does it glow in the dark? This is the light. This is Green Lightning, right? And I wore it in yesterday's stream. But since tonight is the double pack stream, I was like, lightning strikes twice. And I wore it again. I wore it again. What up, Tool Ape? How you doing? So yeah, that was a successfully delivered insult. I hope that you enjoyed it, Heavy Metal, because that is what you won. The little flicker tip is right here. You were this close to flipping out. Although I guess you might be flipping out from the devastation of the insult that I levied your way, right? What up, Kurt? How you doing, buddy? What is this? Oh, that's where it went. I trimmed my toenails earlier, and apparently one of them stuck under my one toe. That's what that was. Brent says, ask not for whom the lightning strikes. The lightning strikes for thee. The lightning strikes your knee. You'll never walk again, and you also won't get to be a guard in Skyrim, because you have to take an arrow to the knee to become a Skyrim guard. Jess, always when you want a free insult, it's wheel day. Let's be very clear. You always want insults, and you get them with regular frequency. So, whatever. Sometimes they're unattainable. That'll just make you appreciate them more on the days you can have them. That's the way life works. You got to have some balance. You got to spend today focusing your chi so that on another day you'll be ready to be insulted. That's it. I have no what is this? Hold on. There we go. Well, too late. I have no idea. What you're talking about. So I don't get the reference, buddy, which means it means nothing to me. I'm just going to have some more Kool-Aid and not worry about it. Give me some more sugar water. Apparently, Heavy Metal knows it, though, so at least your reference hasn't fallen on deaf eyes. Oh, man. It's ridiculous. Had a barbecue today. It was nice. Had a big fat wiener in my mouth. Angus beef hot dog. It was a little bit spicy, which is weird. It is odd. Tool Ape, tinnitus ears, maybe. All right, you're finding a way to make it work. It's the guitar the guy from Pantera used. Oh, okay. Larry, there's an airplane or a helicopter circling around your apartment. Can't tell if they might be spying on you, so you're closing the curtains. Oh, in real time, we're seeing someone descend into paranoia. Jess, barbecues are awesome, honestly. They infuse the meat with extra goodness, and they cook it so fast, too. Bob, you think the shirt's going to do 3 damage to you? It's 3 damage per arm, son. And then after that, I take the shirt off, stick my legs through it, kick you in the junk twice for 6 more damage. So right there, you're looking at a fat 12. A fat 12. Jess, your friends that play Magic and smoke crack realize they can sell cards for crack. It's going to be so much easier getting wins now. Oh, but you don't recognize the downward spiral that creates. You might be able to get more wins now, but at a certain point, they're just going to sell all their, just give me something for what I have left. Give me $2 for the cards I have left. And then they'll have nothing. So, also, you got to watch out hanging out with crackheads, man. I remember I was in a crackhead's place once, but I didn't know he was a genuine crackhead. And like that experience was so vivid that I remember it. He was gigantic. He was a gigantic African. And I mean like massive. We're talking like 6'6", gigantic. And he also happened to be into dudes. And I didn't know he was a crackhead, but it started to make sense based on his actions, bro. Like, let me just put it out there. I'm glad herb is legal now and you don't have to end up in sketchy locations. Because that guy was trying to get into the bathroom while I was in there. And I'm just like, it's occupied. And he's like, let me in. I'm like, hell no. Hell no, I ain't letting you in. You need to fuck off, bro. Get the hell out of here. Right? And he was so sketched out that we were sitting in his living room. And the one guy knocked the lid off of his coffee maker. Knocked the plastic lid off his coffee maker by accident. Picked it up. Washed it off. Put it back on the coffee maker, and the guy comes out and goes, Paul, what did you do? What did you do, Paul? And my buddy Paul just went, I knocked the lid off of your coffee maker, but I washed it and put it back on. This is my coffee maker, Paul. This is my coffee maker, Paul. Picks up the coffee maker, takes a pair of scissors, snips the power cord off of it, and throws his coffee maker in the trash. And I was just like, what? What just happened? And so like after we left, I was like, what the fuck was that? And it's like, oh yeah, he's a crackhead. I'm like, why the fuck are you taking me to crackheads' houses, you idiot? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? So yeah, I never went back there. I never went back there. Man, I got into some wild stuff when I was like in the ending of teens, beginning of my like 20s or whatever. Thumbs down to that. Some, yeah, extreme reaction, 100%. Millmaster, yeah, I ain't getting turned. I ain't getting turned. Jess, yeah, it was pretty unnerving. It was pretty unnerving. Heavy metal, you had friends who got into bad drugs. You lost your unopened Legends pack that way. Did get some other decent cards, but it wasn't worth it in the long run. Yeah, I also, like, basically, my whole friend group from high school, where all we used to do was just smoke some J's, right? And then they all became, like, crackheads and stuff. Crack and heroin. They became heroinies. And, yeah, man. They're living the train spot in life. They're just getting into all kinds of craziness. I lost pretty much my entire friend group from that era in like one go as I just went. I remember like the last day that I ever hung out with them was when I went over to the house they were living in, and they had knocked holes in the wall and like written crazy stuff all over the walls. And I hadn't realized how bad things had gotten. And then I just made the decision of, bro, it's just going to get worse from here. There's nothing you can do. I tried talking to them about all this stuff, but for real, you think a conversation that you have is going to compete with somebody else's crack addiction? Hell no. Hell no. So I just had to like pull the ripcord, cut ties, and be like, guess I'm not going to be calling you guys to hang out anymore. That's unfortunate. Now, some of those guys aren't alive anymore, unfortunately. One of the guys escaped all that and is normal now. And like, he got married and lives like a pretty normal life overall. He doesn't do anything anymore, which is great. So good for him. And then the other one, the one who was actually the guy who knocked the coffee lid off, he's chugging dong for drug money somewhere else in Canada, some other province. My buddy told me because he tried to get him to come down there. It's easy money, man. It's like, that's wild. Like, it's wild the direction people's lives can take. And I honestly just hope they get better. Like, I know what it's like to have an addiction that wields power over you. But my addiction was just smoking the reefers. That was it, right? So it never got to be too much. But I know what it's like to feel like there's something you need to have just to get through life. I actually saw a guy on the bus yesterday who he had like a big tall boy with him and he was drinking on the bus. And my first gut reaction was like, yo, this guy's drinking on the bus. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's not, obviously it's against the rules to begin with. But he wasn't bothering anybody else. He wasn't being loud. He just like took some sips from it, he stumbled a bit, and then he sat in his seat just like this. And all I could do was feel sorry for him. Literally, all I could do was feel sorry for him. I'm like, it must be really rough. Your life must be rough. I have no idea what's going on if you have to day drink like this. This isn't the party kind of drinking. This is the I need it to get through life kind of drinking, right? Jess, you thought you made a guy temporarily crazy because you gave him salvia? Acid made you bipolar? Does it? Or does it just trigger existing bipolarism? I had a friend who he is bipolar, right? Not he has bipolar, he is bipolar. And we didn't know what was up with him. And I didn't know that smoking J's would like basically exacerbate the problem. Or like once I found that out, I refused to smoke with him. I would just lie about not having it or whatever. And he would rage at me sometimes, but I was just like, I ain't doing this, man. I ain't doing this. Like, I ain't sitting there while we're playing Magic, and you're sitting there just going, it's like, nah, bro, we got to get you help. Like, we got to get you help, you know? Millmaster, the solution to your brain damage is more drugs. No. No. What up, Lothwitch? How you doing? Alexis just got here. Have I opened the boosters yet? No boosters have been opened yet. The only result spun on the wheel was Heavy Metal earning himself an insult. So that's how the boosters get opened, via wheel spins, and it's Double Jeopardy edition. So yeah, you haven't missed any of the booster crackage yet. Jess, yeah, I can see that. Making it happen earlier in life makes sense. Lothwitch just saw I was live, so you figured you'd pop in. Good choice. Good choice. The live streams are pretty wild. They're definitely a divergence from the regular videos. You watch the regular Magic videos, I keep those family friendly. You can watch them with anybody at any age pretty much. There may be some comments that walk the line, but overall they're not, kids aren't going to understand what I'm saying. So there is that. But the live streams, I just talk about all kinds of crazy stuff in here. Larry, you swear it must be crackheads who keep stealing sealed Pokemon and Magic bundle boxes? Well, they know, the drug bags know they can take those cards and go down to a game store and sell them, right? I've watched it happen. I've watched it happen at the one game store that's over where all these sketch bags are. And they come in with a stack of Pokemon cards and go, will you buy any of these? And then they go through and no, I don't want to buy any of these. And then they'll go outside and hand the stack to somebody else. And then that person will come in and try and sell some of the cards. And they just do it over and over and over. It's absolutely wild. Lothwitch, do I want to explain the wheel? It's real simple. For Super Chat to 10 and up, the wheel spins. I've got a bunch of booster not boxes, a bunch of booster packs that belong to the game store I go to, and we crack them open based on the wheel results. So there is the glorious insult, which people strive for, which are high-level insults, and then those don't actually have anything to do with open boosters. Those are the where you get insulted parts of the wheel, and then everything else are mini games that determine whether one or multiple boosters get opened. Habanero, an old friend of yours, once stole a bunch of your video games and portable game systems to sell off for heroin. He used to smoke it out of foil. That's rough, bro. That's rough. It sucks that life is so difficult that drugs feel like an easy escape from the difficulties of it. I'm glad that I didn't fall into the same fucking traps that they did, bro. What up, Tim? Do the cards stay with me or the super chatter? Neither. They don't belong to me. They go back to the game store. But yeah, there's tons of channels you can go to where they'll mail you booster packs and you can buy them open. Hell, I'm pretty sure if you want that, just head on over to Moonshot. She's probably streaming right now. You can literally buy booster packs. He'll open them for you and ship them out to you. So if that's the experience you're looking for, and you can find that all over Whatnot as well, right? This is the only place where you can not get the booster packs and get insulted instead, because I believe in doing unique, fun things. Larry, what? What are you talking about? You put security devices on super tight, they somehow manage to pry them loose, you don't get it? Oh, let me explain that to you, bro. If you're the one who's responsible for putting security devices on products so they don't get stolen, here's the incentive. Here's the incentive. The incentive is that they get to get high. That, like, they got, oh, I don't get high if I don't find out a way to get this off. Just carry a pair of clippers or something, right? Or just fucking, whatever. Just hammer the box down. Crunch, 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 crunch. Slice into the box. Pull some stuff out of it. You know? If your next hit depends on it, you are incentivized to an insanely high degree, right? Heavy Metal says the odds are in my favor. All right, Heavy Metal going for another spin on the wheel. Let's see what's the deal. Bump, 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 bump. Womp, 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 womp. Suck the entirety of my dick and my ball bag, Heavy Metal. The odds are in your favor. Get fucked. The universe thinks that you're a fucking chump. And you know what, buddy? Your parrots, they make fun of you when you're not around. You know your two parrots? They're like, meep, meep, Theodore's a chump. Meep. They fucking spit in your food when you're not around. Double insults in a row. Take that, you ugly skank kisser. You unwashed hobo liquor. Oh, that is not frequent. Double insult is a rarity. And I'd say the wheel is rigged, but it's not. The universe is rigged to be against you, 'cause you suck. You're like the tiny little toe. Nobody likes the tiny toes. They like the big fat toes. Nobody wants a pinky toe in their butt. They want the big toe. So take that, Heavy Metal. Nobody wants you in their butt. How does it feel, you fucking clown? Lothwitch says, oh, this is different. That's it. Tool using ape. Thanks for the super chat, big boy. Buckle up for a spin. Let's see if you get insulted too. Oh, also, is this your first time? Is this your first time super chatting on YouTube? Because that's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. If so, congratulations. Well done. You've entered a new realm of awesomeness, and you get to be Lord of the Board because you beat Heavy Metal by 1 cent, and Price's writing is sufficient to claim the board. Bam. All right. Good choice for your first super chat too, buddy. Here we go. Let's see what the wheel says. Why? Oh, danger drop. Okay, here's how danger drop works. Bump, 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 bump. We got a Plinko board. Now you'll notice, oh, I can go over and illustrate this. Okay, so here's how it works. You're gonna choose a drop slot. It starts over on this side at number 1. It ends at this side at number 8, right? Gonna drop a Plinko chip up here, and wherever it lands, we're gonna open it. It's called danger drop because MetaZoo is on the outside. So if you screw up, we're gonna look at Hello Kitty cards or Metazorp. But if you get it straight down the middle, that's two booster packs right there. Double action. So choose a number 1 to 8 and choose your fate. Alexis, your friend was an attic? Oh, it's supposed to be attic. She walked into Best Buy with bolt clippers and walked out with a laptop? That's insane. Brady, what the fuck conversation did you just stumble into? You stumbled into another one of my insane conversations, bro. Millmaster says, I've seen triple timeouts, but never triple insults and almost never double. It is truly a rarity. It is a rarity. Heavy Metal has done it. Heavy Metal has done it. Alexis, close his window. Do you mean internet window or do you mean the window outside where people can hear it? Ape, you're going with a 4? All right. All right. What up, Gonzo? Habanero, you can only lurk because you're at work. All right, buddy, no problem. Do your thing, son. All right, we're going with 4. Here we go. Let's see what it be. First time for the 8. Oh, what? You did it. You double did it, buddy. You double done did it. Look at that. Well done. Well done. Let's open some Bloomburrows. Some Bloomburrows. All right. So that means we gotta get rid of that, and we gotta switch it to this. Oh wait, these are for the other mini games. Let's move this stuff on up out of here. Bum, 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 bum. Look at this cool. Look at this cool loony. It's so shiny and new too. Isn't that great? All right. We got two. Bloomburrow. Oh, I might need to refocus the camera for this one. Larry, Heavy Metal isn't having the best of luck tonight. Well, he probably went off to yell at his parrots once he found out the truth. Tool Ape says this is way more fun than $10 worth of crack. I literally have no concept of like how much other drugs cost. And wait, what am I doing here? I'm supposed to be refocusing the camera. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I have no idea like how much $10 worth of crack actually is. Like from what I understand, that stuff wears off quick, right? And it's like, it's never as good as the first time. So you're always like chasing the dragon, trying to get the same feeling. I think. I don't know. I'll never try it. Unless I'm like 90 or something. And they're like, you got 2 days to live. And I'll be like, let's fire up that crack pipe, bitch. All right. So, we got an offspring token. Look at that. He kind of looks dead-eyed, doesn't he? He does like, doesn't he look like if you took like somebody and had like a mind stealer steal their brain, right? All right, we got a foil shore up. A rat with 3 shields. This is weird. This is weird artwork. Are those mussel shells? Is that all you got? Put some muscle into it. Okay, yeah, it is. All right. We got a snow swamp. There's only a 10% chance of when you get a swamp of it being a snow swamp. This is the rarest kind right here. Oh, Season of Weaving. Yeah, man. That's a sweet score. That's a sweet score. Look at that. Look at that. 6 mana sorcery. Choose up to 5 paw modes. Draw a card for 1. For 2, choose an artifact or creature you control and copy it. And for 3, return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. They really are amping the power level in this game, bro. The artwork on this is awesome. Oh, it's a multi-rare. Multi-pass Lilu Dallas. Phineas Ace Archer. He's gonna fire that pine cone arrow right up your butt cheeks. 2/2 Vigilance Reach, and whenever he attacks, put a +1/+1 on each other creature you control. That's a token or a rabbit. Then if your creatures have 10 power or more, draw a card. Not too shabby. Larry, how do the paw modes work? You get 5 paws, and you get to spend them however you want. It's a Nomad's Bazaar, bro. Oak Hollow Village. Oh, look at the vibe of this. This looks so awesome. This looks awesome. Tap for colorless, tap for a green. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell when you're using it for a green. 1 green and tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each frog, rabbit, raccoon, or squirrel you control that enter the battlefield this turn. I feel like this will probably be the most hype of all 5 of the uncommon lands because You can make a ton of squirrels, and for 1 green, you can glamp them all up hardcore. Consumed by greed. Greed for crack rocks. That's what these squirrels have got. They got that crack on their back. A splash portal. Oh, that's what you call your butthole. Welcome to the splash portal. Stay out of the splash zone. That's why this frog guy looks so unhappy. 1 blue sorcery. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If that creature's a bird, frog, otter, or rat, draw a card. Meh. Treetop Sentries, saw those guys yesterday. A-Gate Assault, 1 red and 2, choose 1. Deals 4 damage to target creature. If it would die, exile it, or exile target artifact. Underwhelming. You got the Squirrel Scarecrow. We got, oh, cool, look at that. Look at that. We got the dude and his token together in the same pack. That is always satisfying. That is always satisfying. Oh, Heavy Metals super chat saying there's no way I'd get 3 insults. Well, when we're done looking at these packs, buddy, we're going for another spin. We'll see. We'll see. Thought Shucker. All right. Starlit Soothsayer. That's a solid name, honestly. 2/2 bat for 3. Beginning your end step. If you gain or lost life, surveil 1. And a Water Spout Warden, Mr. Flying Frog Boy, coming at ya in the night. All right. All right. Millmaster, $10 is enough for a head rush and a round of vomiting. No thanks. No thank you. Alexis, you were closing your outside window. That's a good idea. Sometimes people tell me about how their neighbors can hear the live streams and the insane stuff I'm saying. Larry, no, you can't bank the pause. The pause have to be spent when you cast the spell. That's it. Millmaster, there were legit a bunch of crack-addicted squirrels in New York Central Park in the 2000s and you were chased by them? Well, I haven't been chased by a crackhead squirrel, but I was, me and my sister, when we were little kids, were chased by a rabid squirrel. It was charging at us. And we ran for our lives. We got a manifold mouse. You got a double offspring. You got a double offspring, ape. Rust Shield Rampager. Foily. Foily goodness. Then we got... Was that the same? Did we just see this land but snowy? Did you get like the same one? Was that the result here? Yeah! Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, neat. Valley Flamecaller. 1 red and 2, 3/3 Lizard Warlock. If a lizard, mouse, otter, or raccoon you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +1 instead. Man, magic is wordy as hell. It is wordy. Loco, I know each land has a different season, but do you know the percentages? Do you know that it's like 40% for spring, 30% for summer, 20% for fall, 10% for winter? Did you know that? Ruthless Negotiation. This artwork is awesome. This artwork is great. 1 black sorcery. Target opponent exiles a card from their hand. If this was cast from the graveyard, draw a card. And it's got flashback of 5. Oh, Tidecaller Mentor. I like this one. The flavor text says, the same tides that bring us knowledge can sweep us away. I like that. He's teaching the youth, and he's literally teaching water wave magic. Like, he's raising this big wave. Here's the little wave he's raising up. Like, that's dope, man. That's dope. I really like that the flavor text actually fits and makes sense. The same tides that bring us knowledge can sweep us away. That's great. This feels genuinely organic. I like it. Hoarder's Overflow. All the pizza boxes with crushed rats are flowing out the front door, Margaret. You got to clean your house up. Otterball Antics. Well, if I know anything about you guys, it's that you like ball antics. 1 blue and 1 sorcery. Create a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. If the spell is cast from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's got a flashback of 4. I haven't seen this one before. I really like the artwork on it. It's colorful and fun. The otter like leaping back on a lily pad with the ball. Oh wait, is he wearing a helmet? Like he's on a sports team? That's dumb. That's dumb. Oh well, Final Fantasy Blitzball. There you go. Ravine Raider. That's what your mama calls me at night. 1 black for a lizard rogue with menace. 1 black and 1, he gets +1/+1 till end of turn. The path to the Cliff of Heroes is rife with bandits, expertly camouflaged in the dense flora of valley. Does he really look that expertly camouflaged to you? Like, the red stuff is below him. What? Whatever. Frilled Spark Shooter. Mind Drill Assailant. Oh, Polywallop. I hate this. I hate that it costs 4 and you have to have frogs, man. You can make it cheaper with frogs. Who cares? This costs too much mana. Boo! Hiss! Daggerfang Duo! Crumb and get it! 1 white, instant, gift of food. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If the gift was promised, it's also indestructible. Give your opponent a food to make your guy indestructible. That's alright. And then another Leaping Frog Boy. Alright, those were some solid packs. Those were some solid packs. I'm glad that some good mythics have been gained for the game store. I wish this stuff was mine, but I ain't getting a full-on box. I'm going to be getting some pre-release kits and a bundle. Now, back in black and green. Let's go! Let's see what happens to Heavy Metal on his 3rd spins of Charm. Jess, you almost dropped your phone in the toilet. Oh, you were so close to insult. But you know what? You got lucky. You get to choose whatever you want. So I will refresh your memory on the choices, Heavy Metal. You already know what Danger Drop is. That's Plinko. We've got High and Low. We've got the Color Challenge, Flipping Out, Insult, and Danger Drop. Those are your choices. I've never dropped my phone in a toilet, but you know what I'm actually worried about dropping in the toilet? These little earbuds, man. They're in my ears, and I'm just waiting for the time where they fall out. They fall out, one into the toilet or something, and then it's just done. And then it's just done. Delicious. All right, let's see what Heavy Metal chooses. Millmaster, where's your spin at? Am I not getting watch alerts? No, I didn't get a watch alert. Hold on. Hold up, buddy. We'll get you in the mix. All right, Millmaster. I see it now. Thank you for the PayPal super chat. Now, for the rest of the stream, it should operate properly. I don't know why, but after a certain amount of time, if I haven't done anything with my phone, it stops sending messages to my watch, which is stupid. I assume it's some kind of programming error. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, you're in the mix too. So you know what? We'll spin for you while we wait for Heavy Metal to make his choice. What is flipping out? What's when I go on, flip the table? I'm not telling you. You got to pick one, and then we'll do the journey of discovery. I'm not going to explain all the... Listen, man. This is like Mario Party, where they drop you into the game and explain the rules like 1 second before it starts. So, I'm going to spin for Millmaster while you make your choice. Oh, it's flipping out. We're doing double flipping out. Okay. All right. Flipping out is real simple. Here's how it works. Am I going to do it face down? Okay. Wait, that didn't sound right. All right. So it's just a simple coin flip. Choose heads or tail plane, right? Tail spin. Oh, yay. So yeah, choose. I'll flip the coin. If you're right, then we open 2 packs. If you're wrong, we open 1 pack. All right. So heads or plain tails. You choose. Same goes for you. Same goes for you, Millmaster. You both may choose. Heavy Metal, you choose tailspin? Okay, here we go. Oh, we got heads for you. Okay, so 1 booster pack. Here we go. Tailspin, please. Ever seen the band episode? There's a band episode of Tailspin? I watched so much Tailspin back in the day, bro. I loved it. That show was a winner. Oh, this gives me Monty Python and the Holy Grail vibes, eh? Which artwork is this for? Valley Quest Caller. I'm calling it. Dabney's dead. All right. Oh, foil run away together. Look at that, fancy boy. Your 2 parrots are going to do that in a boat. Then we got a forest with the little bunny going on a journey. This is the, what, autumn version? I feel like it might be the autumn version. Wick! Oh, John Wick, the World Mind. A black and 3 for a 2/4 legendary rat warlock. Whenever it or another rat enters, make a 1/1 black snail if you don't have a snail. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 on one of your snails. 1 red, 1 black, 1 blue. Sack a snail. Deals damage equal to the sacked creature's power to each opponent. Then draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power. It's a rat pretending he's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Short bow. I haven't seen this yet. 2 mana, artifact equipment. Equipped creature goes +1/+1 and has vigilance and reach and equips for 1. Take heart, take aim, take them down. Lily Pad Village. Oh man, I love these little scenic places. Look at it. It's a little lily pad village that's tucked away in the reeds. Taps for a colorless, taps for a blue but only for creatures, and a blue and tap it, surveil 2 but activate only if a bird, frog, otter, or rat entered the battlefield under your control this turn. This doesn't compare to the Squirrel Land, but it is awesome looking. Hive Spine Wolverine. Oh, it's a Calamity Beast. 5 mana, 5/4, Elemental Wolverine. When it enters, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 on one of your guys. Fight target token or destroy target artifact or enchantment. Wow, that's a decent range of abilities, honestly. Reptilian Recruiter. 5 mana, 4/2 trample. When it enters, choose target creature. If that creature's power is 2 or less, or if you control another lizard, gain control of that creature until end of turn. Untap it and it gains haste until end of turn. Veteran Guard Mouse. Who's this little hybrid boy? 4 mana, 3/4 with Valiant. So whenever he becomes targeted for the first time a turn, he gets +1/+0 on first strike. Pfft, whatever. Baker's Bane Duo. Look at it. Look at it. They're so happy. The little squirrel's pointing, give me that pie. Give me that pie. And he's like, yo, I've got a Sherlock Holmes hat on, and I'm going to discover the mystery of what's inside this pie, guy. That's fun. I like how they make a food token. But they didn't make it. They stole it. You didn't make that pie, you thievius raccoonus. Kindle Spark Duo. Double douchebags. Cindering Cutthroat. Oh, they won't let me go to the Rakdos Masquerade. Bonebind Orator. Bonebind. You can tie up your junk, man. Night Whirl Hermit. What's this one? 1 blue and 2, 1/4 Vigilance Rat Rogue. So long as threshold has got +1 power and can't be blocked. All right, Draft Chaff. And Sonar Strike. 4 damage to target attacking or blocking or tap creature. You gain 3 life if you control a bat. What's the banned episode of Tailspin? Where is that? What is that? Well, all right, now let's flip for Millmaster. Heads again. No Tailspin. You're the banned episode. Loco, you like Baldur's Gate's Runaway together with the Minotaur and the Lithid? I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, it's another Offspring token. The tokens from this set are probably going to be a little more valuable than other tokens, right? Because there's going to be so many different ones matched to different Offspring guys, which means they're going to show up less frequently. This one looks pretty good. That's some good artwork. I like that. Seed Pod Squire. 4 mana, 3/3. When it attacks target creature you control without flying, it's +1/+1 till end of turn. Big whoop. Oh, we got the rare Snow Island. Look at that. Mr. Frog with his winter snow. Was he just standing there and letting the snow fall on his hat? He looks so happy. I love these. I love these. Baloo had to deliver a bomb package? What? What? Oh, hey, it's Helga. It's Helga. 3 mana, 1/3. She's green, white, blue. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card, gain life, and put a +1/+1 on her. Tap to add X mana of any one color, where X is her power. Spend it only to cast creatures that cost 4 or more, or creature spells with X in their mana cost. That's nuts. The banned episode was the final episode? Really? Why, does he blow up? Episode 32. The episode was banned from reruns due to its satirization of World War II and stereotyping of Asians. Oh, okay. All right. Hop to it. Make 3 1/1s for just a white and 2. Hazel's Nocturne. 1 black and 3 instant. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Does this feel good enough to be an uncommon, guys? Doesn't this feel common level? Doesn't this feel common level? Okay, so the episode 65 was about too close to 9/11. Okay, all right. Millmaster is only 1 season of Tailspin, but it's 50 or 60 episodes. Really? Huh. Brambleguard Captain. 1 red and 3, 2/3. Beginning of combat, target creature you control gets +X/+0, where X is this guy's power. Pretty underwhelming. And we saw you. 3-tree Root Weaver. Look at this artwork. Look at how colorful it is. It's a mole druid. Oh, bro. It's a mole druid. That's fun. 1 green and 1/1/3 taps for a mana of any color. It's easy to find your way around the root maze if you know what to look, listen, smell, feel, and taste for. I use all my senses. Look at this, man. He is blasting nature forth with his staff. That's great. Roughshod Duo. 3 mana, 3/2 Trampler. Whenever you expend 4, target creature you control gets +1/+1 and trample until end of turn. On guard, you inadequate excuse for a foe, challenged the mouse. Ragger, agreed the raccoon. What? Are raccoons supposed to be, like, not able to speak proper languages? That's fucking stupid. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. Oh yeah, all the different animals on Bloomburrow can talk, except the raccoons that just go, fuck you. I don't like that. Little fat corpse berry squirrel eating up all them berries. Pearl of Wisdom. This card sucks. Thornplate Intimidator. 4 mana, 4/3 Rat Rogue with Offspring 3. When this creature enters, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sack a non-land permanent and discard a card. Life Creed Duo. Oh, this is the Batman and Robin card, right? 2 mana, 1/2 flyer. Whenever another creature you control enters, gain a life. Oh, it's a Soul Warden. And Sky Skipper Duo. Oh, bro, that's awesome. The frog is running on droplets of water. That's so cool. 5 mana, 3/3 flyer. When it enters, exile up to 1 other target creature you control. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. All right. Oh, and the bird's been gifted a little spyglass that has a water bead in the end. That's dope. That's dope. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Pace, you're curious. Can you see the imprint of the Halo stamp on the back of the little holographic stamp? Is it punching through? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, I can actually see an oval on the back of this. Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me check some other ones. There legit is. There legit is, man. Okay, not on this season, not on that mythic. Feels like a little bit on Phineas. Let's see. Looks like I got some other rares from when we opened the stuff yesterday. Let me take a look at some of these too. There's another one. Yeah. Yup. It's definitely a thing. Good lord. They should be ashamed of themselves for the poor quality of their cards, man. Yeah, and the edges. Good lord. The edges on this are so white. God. I really wish they'd step up the card quality, man. It's definitely an issue. Larry, you had technical issues. Did you miss much? Yeah, you missed heavy metal defying the odds and going double insult, bro. Carp, now that you have enough raccoon cards, you're gonna have an alternate art Guardians of the Galaxy deck made for yourself. Nice. Nice. What up, Mets? Saturday night Mike is best, Mike. I'm the best in all the nights. I'm like the fucking Phantom of the Opera, buddy. Listen to my bullshit in the night. Softly, gently, I will smack your mother. What up, Al? How you doing? Yeah, you can see the oval for the little foil stamping. You can see it distinctly on the back of multiple cards. Not enough that I think the camera will pick it up, but with the right angle of light, I can see it on multiple cards. And flipping over the cards, looking at the back of Cruel Claw with his edges all whitened, like it really chaps my ass, bro. I guess, you know what? Where's my notepad? I may as well note this down in case I want to include it in a news video. In a news video. You know, it's all the way over there. Hold on, I gotta go get it. I gotta go get it, baby. I gotta go get it. Alright, let's see here. Take that off. Don't need that anymore. Okay, let's... All right, there we go. Duly noted in my little newsman's news flapper. Haha, I love this thing. Al, in a few days your shield will be gone because of your budget, but when you have the money to afford it, you'll go back. All right, no worries, buddy. I know how it goes. Your membership shield will be awaiting you for when you want to pick it back up. The cool thing is YouTube keeps track of it chronologically, so you'll pick up where you left off. When you return to the membership, you'll get your blue shield back. Shotter, oh, that sucks, man. Migraines are awful. Hope you feel better soon, bro. You notice the Assassin's Creed collector box you got was printed in Belgium. You wonder if they're going back to the old printers. They use multiple printers. They use the Belgian printers. They use Texas printers. They use Japanese printers. So you just happen to get one. Like Cardamundi or whatever, I think is still in the mix. Speaking of in the mix, what up, Mox Man? How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, son. Yeah, the card quality. The card quality isn't something I see them fixing anytime soon. Mox, man, you got 9 days off. Oh, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling, huh, buddy? Time to do some good stuff with the family, right? You're gonna go hang out at your other place? Is that the plan? Cody, I'm drinking orange Kool-Aid, bro. Brandon, all the printers. They don't just use one printer for any particular set. So, like, these packs right here, these ones I bet are printed in Japan. Where does it say on them? Yep, these ones were made in Japan. And the ones inside the pre-release kits will have been made in America, right? And then there'll also be the stuff that was made in Belgium. Moxman, oh, you're already there. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. I had a good time when we were out there. Enjoy yourself, buddy. Tell your family I said hello. The quality of Markov Mana was impressive. Nah, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was just as bad as everything else. You must have just got your hands on a fluke. Oh, yep. It's definitely possible that Buddy coming over from Blizzard is not going to be good for Wizards overall. But at the end of the day, like, it almost doesn't matter who they put in charge of Wizards of the Coast because they're still beholden to Hasbro and they're still required to extract as much cash as humanly possible from us. Tool Ape, yeah, the Japanese printed cards have a different core. Like the North American cards are blue core, Japanese cards are purple core. So you get a different result when you shine a light through them. And the Japanese cards have definitely gone down in quality. These ones right here with the holo stamp coming through are Japanese printed. These ones with the white edges are Japanese printed. At one point, the Japanese printings were great, and Wizards even touted how, for this, we're literally going to be using our Japanese printing process. But clearly, they've just been finding ways to make it cheaper, which has led to poorer quality cards, which I suppose I am going to note down with the quality stuff as well. Felonious T, Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be so good. Tragic, it drops the night of the pre-release. That's true. Comes out in 6 days, buddy. 6 days. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that the Japanese printed stuff is dropping in quality too. But Wizards wants to save money wherever they can, right? They want us to pay more, and they want them to pay less. Not because they're putting in more work, just because they want to see how much money they can take from us. It's not a great feeling, honestly. It's not a great feeling. It's not like it would cost that much more to make the card quality good. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? Moxman, the Ed Norton Hulk, that movie did terribly, right? I think I might have seen it and was just bored by it. So I don't know. I literally don't know what it would take for Wizards to actually step up the quality of their cards. Would they just have to lose a whole bunch? Like, they have no respect for their customers at all. And they're just more and more going, well, our customers only stick around for like a year and a half and 2 years and are just a bunch of casual Commander players, so screw them. Who cares? Yeah, your cards are beat up, put them in a sleeve. And it's like, no, they should come out of the packs nicely. They should be like near mint when they come out of packs. Not scuffed up and janked, right? Ridiculous. Like I don't know how well it shows up on the camera. But like all of the edges are just white. Do you see it? Do you see it all along here? All the white, like the entire edge of everything is all just white. It's garbage. It's so poor. Like they look like they've been shuffled and played already. It's nuts. It's way easier to see with your actual eyes, like in person, than it is to see on the camera, though. Yeah, thinking about the card quality stuff is always a bummer, man. It's been like this for like so many years now. For the last 5 years, basically ever since Chris Cox came in charge of Wizards of the Coast, they just cut the card quality. They're just like whatever, and they've never really stepped it up since. Had the same quality issues with like Magic 30, all of it, man. It's super frustrating. Like especially when you see other card games and how well they do with their cards and how nice they look. You know, like Force of Will had awesome cards. Grand Archives cards seem really nice. I've heard Flesh and Blood cards are good. I don't know, 100%. Jess, who cares if they're rebooting the MCU? What does that even mean? Like, hey, I know you guys don't like the Marvel movies that much, but we're rebooting it. Yeah, it's the same dickheads in charge, right? You still gonna keep doing the same thing where when I show up to see Doctor Strange, I'm here for the Doctor Strange movie. Great, he's gonna follow around Freedom Jones or whatever the hell her name is. America Jankbag, whatever her stupid name is. Oh, you wanna watch Loki? Well, good news. This chick is Loki. She's who you're here for. Oh. But we're rebooting. Oh, wow. But it's still the same idiots in charge, right? I'm rebranding my restaurant. Same dickhead chefs? Same terrible manager? Yeah, but like, now it's called Sally's Dickbag Emporium. So, come on in and eat a dick. Carp, everyone at your LGS has pretty much abandoned Magic and is playing that new Star Wars TCG. It's pretty grim when I go to the game store and see how few people are playing Magic versus things like Lorcana. Like, at one point, Magic was insurmountable, unstoppable. But Wizards has just been like, no, Magic's just for casual 4-player now. Casual 4-player. It's very casual, but also very expensive. Al, you're right. I had way more fun making the intro with Magic 30 than I did opening it. Yeah, I'm with you, Millmaster. Why would I want to watch them? I don't watch Marvel movies anymore because what's the point? Would I want to be disappointed, waste my time, you know? The only superhero movie that I'm looking forward to is Deadpool versus Wolverine. That looks like fun. That looks like fun. I wish the movies weren't so expensive to go to, but, you know, under the right circumstances, it's a nice experience. We went and saw Furiosa, and I ultimately felt like I didn't feel like I got my money's worth. Al, you'd rather read comics than watch a film that's devoid of the plot that you would read in a comic? But it's the Marvels. You can get Miss Marvel and her two other lady friends who are all strong, powerful ladies who are going to strong, powerful lady stuff. It should be very exciting to you because it's going to be deep writing. Habanero, you remember when the Return to Ravnica first came out and they officially announced they printed the block with their new printing facilities? I do not recall that. Brandon, it doesn't matter if you bought the boxes from a variety of stores. You have to buy them from completely different parts of the world to get access to different printers. They don't literally in different, they have 3 different geographic regions that they print this stuff in, and that's it. So it doesn't matter if you went to a bunch of different shops or if you got everything in America or whatever, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it the same way. But yeah, Markov Manor was not good quality. Al, I don't think that Thanos being upset that Lady Death doesn't want him is cooler than what they did in Infinity War. The Infinity War is better. Where Thanos actually just was like a misguided fool who wanted to save people from starvation, essentially. Heavy Metal, you enjoyed The Boys Season 4? I haven't seen The Boys Season 4. I haven't seen that one yet. Although I'm curious to see what happens, because Season 3 ended off pretty wild. Alexis Furiosa was trash. It was just okay as a movie. I realized afterwards, I'm like, we shouldn't have watched this in the theater. Should have watched it at home. You know? Definitely should have watched it at home. But what can I say? I want to relive the old joy of going to the movies. Like, I loved going to the movies. But you have way more control over the environment at home, and you don't have random people pulling out their phones and messing about on them in the middle of the film. I don't think I've seen Fury Road, honestly. I've seen some of the Mad Max movies, but I don't think I've seen Fury Road. And that one has like some of the craziest action, right? May as well note that down to check out. Bro, we watched Bird on a Wire last night. Man, is that movie just so underwhelming. Like, so underwhelming. Bird on a Wire, it's just like, oh, okay. Hey, Mark Laporte with the super chat. Becoming Lord of the Board and going for a spin. Let's do it. Let's do it. Felonious T, you think that The Boys show is better than the comics? Yeah, I read the comics and watched the show. And some of the changes they made, like, for example, making Butcher not have superpowers was a smart choice. Having the whole, like, he's got to deal with that, oh, do I take this stuff that makes me temporarily like a soup but shortens my lifespan sort of concept, that kind of tension changes the real nature of the show, whereas him actually having superpowers in the comic book wasn't as cool, right? All right, here we go. Oh, Mark Laporta Potty, you gross douchebag. You have just won an insult. Congratulations, ugly. Go get a fucking potato sack and put it over your head, because you're a weird, lumpy potato brain. You're the kind of guy who smells like cheese after just coming out of the shower. How do you manage that? What do? Do you wash your body with a brick of cheese? You fucking weirdo. It's people like you that make me hate mankind, just so you know. Just so you know. You don't even have the right way of spelling Mark. You spell your name with a C. You know what else you spell with C? Cock. Like the things you like in your mouth. Congratulations on your insult, you fucking magoo. Go get somebody who has a functioning brain to explain all the stuff I just said to you. All right? Pound sand all the way up your ass till it falls out your nose, you fucking skank. Heavy Metal, you recommend watching Gen V before The Boys Season 4? What the hell's Gen V? Al, you're right, actually. The Spawn comics, I read them for a while, but then it just felt like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. We're stuck in a cycle here. Oh, check it out. The clown's back. Oh, check it out. Malbolge is back. Oh, it's Coglio Bull Saxtro again. Okay. All right. It got boring. Alexis, you went to see Despicable Me in theaters? It was like reliving Endgame. The crowd was insane. Endgame wasn't as good as Infinity Wars. That was my experience. Millmaster, you watched the Japanese exclusive Ghost in the Shell Arise alternative architecture episodes? What an unwieldy name. What the hell's Gen V? What are you guys talking about? Oh, there's something called Boys Gen V? Is that what it is? It's a spin-off? Oh, okay. So it's a spin-off, but it connects. Well, I'm glad you guys told me that. Okay. Gen V is basically superhero college for kids. Ah, okay. Thanks, Bo Falcon. Thanks, buddy. You're welcome, Laporte. You get what you deserve in life. You can't always get what you want, but if you spin sometimes, you get what you need. And look at that fancy boy. Look at that, fancy boy. You're Lord of the Board. I decided I'm going to use this, even though it's not mine. Even though this belongs to the game store owner. I'm going to use it for Lord of the Board tonight. I'm going to use it for Lord. He's not going to give a shit. He gave away. He had a huge long box of art cards. And he gave them away before he knew that I used them for Lord of the Board stuff. So when he found out, he's like, you should have told me. I would have given them to you. And I'm like, I know. I saw the chick you gave them to. She's going through them all. She was happy. So good for her. But there was a part of me that was like, Batman versus Spawn? Weird. Weird. So yeah, I guess I'll check out Gen V. Me and Carly will check out Gen V and then The Boys Season 4. So I may as well make a note before, in case I forget later. Yeah, the first season of The Boys was awesome. I remember literally, like, we would watch multiple episodes and then I'd be like, I'll start the stream an hour later. I'll start my stream later. Let's watch another episode. By the time we got to season 3, it's not as good. It's not as good, but it's not like it's bad. It's just like the first season was really good. Really good. It jumps out of the gates and it's like, yo, I'm here. And you're like, wow, you are here. This is awesome. This is awesome. I like being blown away. Speaking of being blown away, the Equalizer movies, the second and third are nowhere near the first one. The first Equalizer is really good. And then the other two, I think at some point we'll do a live stream talking about all of them or whatever. But like the first one is awesome. Alexis just finished Your Honor on Netflix. Bryan Cranston is a god. He's like, bro, I watched Breaking Bad and I was like, whoa. Malcolm in the Middle's dad's got some real acting skills. What the hell is Your Honor, though? Oh, it's some kind of drama. Okay. Got canceled, did it? Okay. What up, Henlo? Hey, what's going on, Rummer? Al, for superheroes, you prefer there to be stakes? Well, how are you supposed to have a story without it, right? Superman is the prime example of no stakes situations. When they first created him, they didn't have kryptonite. So Superman was just unstoppable. And he always won. And it's like, well, that's interesting once. One time. You watch him catch crooks and not be able to be stopped. Cool. And then as soon as you've seen it once, you're like, I never need to see anything he does ever again. He's going to auto-win. Who cares, right? Oh, Laporte, you just started watching Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone? I watched that. Alexis, my thoughts on Invincible? Invincible's great. I really enjoyed Invincible. I enjoyed the show, and then I went and read the comics as well. So yeah, you can't have something where you just know one guy's going to auto win. Right? That doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. There's got to be a chance for both sides. I mean, even if you know at the end of the day the hero's going to win, it's got to feel like there's some kind of challenge. It's like when we were watching Bird on a Wire and like they had already dispatched David Carradine and the others, and it's like, are we supposed to be worried that they're going to get eaten by a tiger? They're not. The main threat of the movie's been resolved. Who cares? Bird on a Wire was so disappointing. So disappointing. Your Honor's only 2 seasons? Isn't it 3? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it. Oh, no, I guess, yeah, 2. All right, fair enough. Have you seen Go Go Loser Ranger? I've never even heard of it. What the hell's that? Also known as Ranger Reject. Oh, it's a TV. A foot soldier sets out to infiltrate and take down a group of warriors known as the Dragon Keepers. He encounters obstacles and challenges as he attempts to complete his mission against the group. No. No, I haven't. The name the name's pretty good though. I'm gonna write that down. I got a big list of movies and shows and stuff, so when I'm looking for something to check out, that's where I refer. They're making a new Superman movie. Not interested. Don't really care. None of the new Superman and Batman movies and stuff did anything for me at all. Laporte, you're watching The Bear. What the hell's that? What is that, buddy? Al, I ain't watching no private investigator investigating fooders. I know what that means. New Superman movie's part of the DCU reboot. Why do they think that reboots mean anything? Like, reboot, okay. What is that? Doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit to me. Reboots mean nothing to me. It's just like, no, everything's changed. Do you have the same shitty writers and stuff and the same stupid people in charge of the corporation making them? Like, it's just going to end up being the same nonsense, right? DC movies are going to be more interconnected like Marvel. That boat sailed. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, Marvel did it. They created a fucking gigantic, sprawling, interconnected universe that was satisfying for a while, but they've already pissed it away down the drain. And all these other idiots trying to make it, we're going to make it with monster movies like The Mummy with Tom Cruise and stuff. Fuck off. Who cares? No, but there's like Frankenstein tie-ins. Who gives a shit? Like, for real. Who gives a shit? Not interested. Superhero movies, their fucking days are over. It's over for that shit as far as I'm concerned. Aside from very particular corner cases that are actually going to be good, like I'm absolutely going to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. There is no fucking like if, ands, or buts about that. But whatevs, man. Like everything else, I don't care. Unless the reviews come back saying that they're absolutely amazing, I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time. What up, Ralph? Superman origin story movie number 9. Yeah, exactly. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whippity-bippity-goo. Who gives a shit? That's right, Felonious T. If they don't change the people in charge, they're just going to have the exact same mandates. No, but like, we're going to be telling them what to do, but in a rebooted universe. Okay. All right. Well, I hope your new rebooted universe is literally all diverse ladies, because that's what we need the most of. That instead of worrying about writing a story, like, even people who don't pay attention to that much stuff online anymore are aware. I was talking to my dad, and he literally mentioned, like, he's just like, I'm like, all the movies suck now. And he's like, oh, what? They're not diverse enough for you? And I just started laughing because my dad doesn't pay attention to anything going on the internet. He's not on the internet. He just watches TV and movies. And he's just like, it's garbage. It's garbage. Why am I watching historical shows with impossibilities where it's like, none of these people were here during these time frames? Why does everybody look like this? Why is this like this? Why does your story suck? And I just started laughing. He's like, I hope they get over this stuff soon so we can go back to have some entertaining stuff. And I'm like, that's it, bro. That's it. He summed it up quite well. Aldini, you're looking forward to Joker 2? I'm not. I ain't. I don't expect it to be anything. Ape, just slap a new coat of paint on using the same story. We don't have to think too hard about it. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Habanero, gee whiz, a new Superman movie? Wow. I sure hope they do his origin. That'd be super interesting and not played out into complete tedium. Alexis, Joker 2 is going to be a jukebox musical? Ugh, pass. I don't like musicals. Report, the bear hits your hard because you're working the... Why didn't you tell me what it was, you fucking dick? You said you were watching it. I asked what it was. You didn't fucking tell me. Oh, that's the guy from... what the hell's that show? A young chef returns to Chicago to run his family's sandwich shop. All right. Is it funny? It says comedy drama. Sometimes when something says comedy drama, it's not funny. You know? Stu, Oppenheimer was the movie that bored you almost the whole movie through. I feel like Oppenheimer is a movie of just talking. And you have to know that going in. And it's all just like about the psychological effects of being someone who developed the like atomic bomb or whatever, right? So I would expect it to be a cerebral movie. I heard they put in a little bit of titty action to try and spice it up a bit. But like, yeah, I knew like that's the kind of movie I knew Carly would have no interest in watching. Because at a certain point when there's just too much jawing on, she just stops paying attention to the movie. She just doesn't care. I remember when we watched Sleeping Beauty, and there's this guy basically giving this monologue about how he's tired of life as this woman's making poison tea for him. And it's like, he's just like, she's like, are you sure you want to do this? And he's just going on and on. And I could tell Carly clocked out and didn't even know that this guy had done it. So she was just like, why is he dead? Later, you know?
What movie?
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, God. Yeah, with the really long,
Yeah.
just his face.
Yeah.
And he talked forever.
Yep. Yep. And you didn't even know he was going to die.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
you just clocked out.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying you wouldn't like Oppenheimer, because it's just a bunch of talking.
Because it's boring.
Yeah, exactly. Bye, cutie. I feel like I could watch Oppenheimer.
I feel like I could watch it too, but it'd be boring.
When I say I feel like I could watch it, I meant I would enjoy it. I could fucking watch any movie, bitch. I've got eyes. Alexis, the Acolyte killed Star Wars? That's what killed Star Wars? Not turning Han Solo into a dude who fucks toasters? Like, not Han Solo, sorry. Lando Calrissian. They've done so much to Star Wars. Like, the Acolyte is just another nail in the coffin that's already got 50 nails in it, bro. Like, are you kidding me? That's the power of many nails in the coffin. The power of many. So stupid. So dumb. I liked The Mandalorian at first. I thought the first season was fun, but I already started to drift out during the second season. And then I was already gone by the time they did the third season, where they're like, actually, it's about this lady now. Oh, okay. All right. Why don't you just, hey, here's a Super Mario Brothers game. Once you get to World 3, Mario's gone. And he's replaced by fucking Luisa Jimenez. Oh, sorry, what? Yeah. Louise is now taking over his quest to save Princess Peach so they can fucking scissor, bro. You got a problem with that, you fucking hate monger? You got a problem with that, dickhead? You know? Ralph, it started with Jar Jar. Jar Jar is better than the current era stuff. And, like, hearing that they originally planned to make Jar Jar into, like, a Sith Lord and all his goofing around was like him just playing. That would have been cool if they actually pulled it off. Too bad they made him so awful that nobody wanted anything to do with it. Jar Jar was so stupid. Misa gonna die? I fucking hope so. I sure hope so. You ignorant sack of worthless crap. I love pod racing. Drown in the river, little boy. This movie sucks. Scorpion guy says, I heard that the Acolyte managed makes space lesbians uninteresting. Oh, we don't need no men. We can make babies with the power of the Force, son. The Force isn't a weapon, by the way. Now watch me use it to attack people. Okay. Laporte, bet you like those 80 movies like Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds because you might see some boob? Yeah? Yep. Yo, boob was hard to see back in the day. You know how hard it was to see fucking titties back in the day? Now you see titties accidentally, man. You go on Twitter and you just see people yelling about politics, and down in the comments, I like politics too. Click on my profile to see my gaping anus. Would you like to see deep into the soul of my butthole? Click on my link. I'm in the top 1% of OnlyFans. Right now, I have a discount sale on my whore package. Alexis Louisa Jimenez is an artisanal plumber from the Bronx. It was hard to see jugs back in the day, man. It was hard to see jugs back in the day. Not anymore. Not anymore. Now it's easy. Now it's easy. Everybody's got AI girlfriends. Man, everybody's got AIDS and shit. Heavy Metal, have I heard of the upcoming Legend of Zelda game? Yeah, the one where they're going to have Zelda as the actual protagonist and the hero. I have zero problem with that. They've already established her as a badass. Like in previous Legend of Zelda games, they've had her as Sheik, literally doing combat maneuvers and stuff. The same way that I don't have a problem with, yo, you're going to do a game with Princess Peach as the character? Fine, whatever. She was doing it in Super Mario Brothers 2. She could run along and jump on people. I don't like it when they do bait and switches in the middle of things. That's the most ridiculous crap for me. Like, fucking Doctor Strange 2. Like the Loki show, right? Al, you ain't wrong, man. Disney's like flat out of ideas. They're just making crap, and they're letting any idiot make complete fucking garbage that doesn't have to have any logical coherency with itself, let alone other pieces of the property. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Exactly, Millmaster. You don't go, Link is Zelda. The Triforce is actually a vagine. That's what the middle triangle is. Like, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Fucking ridiculous. That Loki shit really fucking tweaked my ball bag so much. I'm like, ah, cool, the powerful trickster god. And they're like, watch him get kicked in the dick over and over and get beat up by a frumpy little, like, security guard looking fat little bitch. And it's like, that's Loki. He's a god. Nah, here he's not. We got infinity stones by the dozens in here and we're super powerful. And Loki, you ain't shit. And it's like, okay, so how's he going to turn this situation to his... Oh, he's just not. He's not going to turn the situation to his advantage. And he's just going to be a weak, useless bitch the whole time. Okay. All right, then. He's going to hide under his little blankie. Oh, can we hug, please? Real Loki? So much of modern entertainment is dog shit. The only real upside for me is it's made me realize how much more entertaining older movies are. Even movies that I was just like, these movies are stupid. Like 2012. Like the movie 2012. I thought that movie was stupid when it came out. And I'm like, I'll never see this. And now when I go back and watch it, I'm like, oh, a movie just trying to entertain me that doesn't have a political agenda they're trying to cram up my ass and tell me I shouldn't exist. Oh, yeah, no. Go fuck yourself. Right? Alexis, have I ever thought about making television and movie videos on YouTube? Yes, I have. And I'm moving closer towards doing that kind of stuff every day, honestly. It almost feels like an inevitability at this point that I will start to talk about movies and TV shows and stuff over on the Hatcher channel. I have no intentions of taking this from being a magic channel into anything else, but I do fully intend to start doing other content. Like the reality is, what the hell was I going to say? I just lost the thread of it. That doesn't matter. I think I already made myself pretty clear. Mark, remember when you'd get excited by side boob? Larry, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Time looks pretty good. I love Legend of Zelda games, honestly, and I'd be totally down to play one as Zelda. Have no issue with it. Scorbageist, yeah, 2012 knew what it was, a dumb movie. Agreed. Link from the 1989 cartoon. Well, excuse me, princess. Do you have a disc, man? I'll send you some albums to review. What? Albums? What? Anyways, you can listen to albums online. I just soaked through a whole stack of paper on my desk. Great. That's what you get for not paying attention. Yeah, no, I'm tempted to watch the Wheel of Time series to make videos mocking it. I know that I'm years behind everybody else, but it was just so ridiculous. I was telling my dad about it today because I got reminded of it. Just like the old ladies fighting the Trollocs, just fucking grandmas fighting the Trolloc, grandma after grandma, where they're like, you know how unbelievable this is, right? Like, you know this is fucking ridiculous, right? They're a bunch of able-bodied men, but your show is desperate to not show any man in a positive light in any fucking way. Perrin can't be the blacksmith. That's too masculine. His wife is a frigid bitch who's the blacksmith, and he's just a little pussy boy who's sad that she's dead. It's like, why are you making this? Why are you making the Wheel of Time if you fucking hate it? Like, what the hell? Jess, you have a Discman you could send. You don't need to send me a Discman. Millmaster's not going to fucking send me fucking CDs, bro. That's not... I mean, thanks for the offer, Jess, but no, that's unnecessary. What's the all-time dumbest movie I've ever seen? I don't know. Baron, Wheel-Time books were excellent. Agreed. TV season 1 equals men are bad. Yeah, for real. I've never had Carly turn to me and go, why does this show hate men? That's exactly what happened within the first 10 minutes of the Wheel of Time. She's like, all I remember is that it hated men and then the chick going like this. And I was like, yeah, using the one power in the show looked goofy to me. Remember that looking goofy. Season 2 is Rand is Lanfear's bitch and Lan is emo. Somebody dubbed the Legend of Zelda cartoon with Beavis and Butthead. It's called The Legend of Beavis. Jess, you have 0 CDs but have a CD player. All right. It's a quest you and Millmaster have to convene. Ralph, you hate when the first 1 to 2 episodes are enough to hold your interest and then they keep putting out trash? Yeah, that sucks. Gentleman Broncos. Did I watch that? Or is that on my list of movies to watch? Yeah, I think that was on. I've never seen it. I've never actually seen it. Now I'm trying to think, what is the worst movie I've ever seen? I don't know. It'll come to me later, I'm sure, and then I'll just be like, oh, this one. The Room, Troll 2. See, like, the thing is, to me, bad movies that you can actually laugh at for how bad they are aren't as bad movies that you literally get nothing from. Where you just watch it and you feel like you've been robbed of your time. That's the truest kind of bad movie. If you can laugh at the stupid crap that's going on because somebody tried to make a real movie and screwed it up, you know? Like Neil Breen makes awful movies, but they can't be the worst movie because there's entertainment value to them. The worst movie has to be something that is devoid of entertainment value. Laporte, I think I saw the first season or two of Sons of Anarchy. I know I watched it at the very beginning. Oh. Nothing like deciding you want some chocolate when it's too late at night to actually get some. It's like, yo, I could go for like a chocolate bar or something. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. The only thing that's open now is 7-Elevens. That's pretty far. It's pretty far away. Jess, have I ever seen Nacho Libre? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Benny, your favorite movie is Crocodile Dundee? Probably because you want to lick Paul Hogan's abs. Oh, Crocodile Dundee. Hold me down like I'm a crocodile and say, that's not a knife. This is a knife while you penetrate me, daddy. Ever seen Jabberwocky? Nope. Definitely not. Never seen that. I'm sure there's a number of movies that would probably be tied for my like worst movie based on no entertainment value in it at all. Benny, you call that the crocodile roll? Oh, right in the kangaroo pouch. Yeah, nothing's coming up. My brain's not pulling anything up for the most terrible movie. Speaking of movies, though, I will say this. I fucking love Flavor Cole. It honestly makes popcorn so much better. It genuinely makes it feel like movie popcorn, which is dope. It's sweet. Let's see if I can pull my brain out of my head. Hold on. I'm on to the second book of, I guess it's the Rift Wars series? Something like that. Something like that. Jess, do it. Get you some Flavor Cole, buddy. It's good. And you don't need that much. Like, the container that we got of it is gonna last a considerable amount of time. Also, I'm not opening it now because I thought I'd save it until Finn shows up in a stream. But the Chow Crown arrived today. It arrived today. It arrived today. I was out in the afternoon, out to have a barbecue, and then I came home and I checked and was like, oh, I don't see it left by the front door or whatever. But then it was actually at my front door, which I was not expecting. I was like, sweet. Laporte, you like the Hangover movies? They're all right. Millmaster, you made some tonight? Nice, buddy. Some, do you shake it on like salt? Exactly. It's essentially like butter flavored salt, and it's awesome. Ralph, yeah, no, I wouldn't willingly go and watch Cats. Carly saw that movie with her mom. Her mom wanted to go and see it, so she bought her both tickets, and Carly went to see it. And no, I hate musicals. And why would I want to see a musical with douchebags like James Corden in it? Heavy Mel, you were eating a lot of chocolate when you were in Poland, mostly caramel Milka bars. All living that good life, buddy. Milka bars aren't too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I can get down with that. Yeah, there's already some pre-popped popcorn. Carly popped a bunch of popcorn yesterday, and she made one little tub of it with the Flavacol already, and then she made some more that doesn't have any seasoning on it so that it could be seasoned fresh the night we're going to eat it. So that's what I want tonight. Ever see Little Shop of Horrors? No. Like, I'm aware of it because I've seen bits and pieces of it here and there, but I've never watched it. But pretty much every musical sucks, right? There are some movies like I really like Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping, right? But you might classify that as a musical. I don't. It's a comedy, like biopic kind of thing about a musician, and it does have music in it, but I don't consider it a musical. But like all that old stuff, Grease Lightning and all, like, I never watched any of it. They all seem so dumb to me. Some you like Steve Martin as a masochist dentist. Steve Martin, I find him to be hit or miss depending on what he's in, right? I mean, obviously he's talented. Oh, fuck. Oh. Yeah, fuck, man. No, I shouldn't have even talked about the chocolate. I just made myself want it more. And all I got is like popcorn and mints. Any Van Damme movie, you pay attention to the acting is. Yeah, he's not a great actor. He's not a great actor. You gotta go in for the action, right? For the fighting and the splits. You want to see some splits? There you go. There you go. I know a chick who owns every single Van Damme movie. Like, she has them on VHS. It's this huge tower. I feel like she's got enough you could literally build like a Jenga game out of them. I played Jenga with Carly a few days ago because I got her the Harry Potter Jenga. Like, I'm pretty sure I got it for her for Christmas. And it's got like an alternate way you play where instead of playing regular Jenga, you roll a die and then you move remove up to three pieces based on the die roll, and you represent the particular house, and you're trying to race to this doorway at the top. So it changes up the nature. I don't really care so much about the racing to the top with the schools thing, but I did like the variety of rolling a die to see whether you have to do one, two, or three pieces. Carp, you have a James Bond wall. You have every single Bond movie on VHS and beta. Mostly didn't care about James Bond, but there were some ones that I enjoyed. I watched James Bond movies in the theater during the Pierce Brosnan era. So Pierce Brosnan was my James Bond. You know, everyone has different James Bonds. I don't know if they went from Pierce Brosnan straight to the Craig, whatever his name is, or if there was somebody in between. But Pierce Brosnan, that was the James Bond that I watched. Milmas, yeah, Van Damme has actual, genuine, like, physical skills. There's no dispute in that. There's no dispute in that. You have to admire the athleticism, right? There is that. Man, I need one of those napping mats from kindergarten, apparently. Unlike Fat Boy's fake Aikido. Well, that's a shame. Because now I'm going to snatch every motherfucker birthday. When Sean Connery is asked about Zardoz, he said something about still having bills to pay and needing to eat. You got to do what you got to do, right? You got to do what you got to do. Like once all this YouTube stuff falls apart for me, I'm going to have to go and find that one guy that I used to hang out with forever and ask him about, so how much money do people pay you to suck dick? That's my fallback plan. Millmaster, oh yeah, he had that interview with who was it? Barbara Walters or whatever, and she was all like asking him about like backhanding like women or whatever, and he's basically like, sometimes women get uppity, and you got to give them a taste of your hand. Like he did. It was like supposed to be a gotcha moment, and he was one step from going like this. You want some too? You know what I mean? It's hilarious how he didn't give a shit, right? He was just like, whatever. People act up when they fucking think they can't be hit. So Sam Van Damme has a funny series on Prime called Jean-Claude Van Johnson, where he's a spy and all his movies were just cover for espionage. All right, that's fun. That's fun. That's a silly idea. Laporte, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a great movie. That movie is great. Watched that a lot. I remember watching that a lot back in the 90s, man. Watery tarts distributed in swords is no means for a system of government. Does she weigh as much as a duck? It's so absurd. It's just a flesh wound. Like there's so much classic stuff in that movie. There are some who call me Tim. Like it's so random. It's crazy that John Cleese wanted to be a serious actor, but everybody always laughed at him. He just made people laugh, right? All right, my friends. It is time for me to depart. Thanks for coming and hanging out for another fun chill stream. I will get back together with you guys again soon. But for now, into the waters I go.